It's a pleasure to have you here once more on the Governors TV podcast. I am your host, Princess Annabelle, and with me here is Mr. Obinna, aka Obaisumwa, the man on the red car. And of course, I have with me Mr. Dika, and today we want to talk about a scenario that happened in a particular place in Owerri. We heard that a king came to buy bean cake and was treated rudely. Well, Mr. Obinna here is the man of the moment because he had this information firsthand. He saw it and he was not happy about it. Well, he came to the studio and wanted to analyze this topic. As an Igwe of a community, you're being denied the opportunity to buy bean cake because you're seated pretty in your car without joining the queue. Is this an ominala? An ordinala? What was the situationship on that very fateful day, Mr. Obinna? So, Mr. Obinna, over to you. What was the situation like on that very fateful day?
Well, it's quite unfortunate that we see these kind of things happen in the IGBOLAND. We don't accord the amount of respect to our traditional rulers in the IGBOLAND. So I witnessed this firsthand. Oh my God. I went to buy akara.
Okay, you live in Owerri.
So I live around there. So I came out this fateful Sunday morning to buy akara after attending church service.
That's bean cake, right?
Yeah, bean cake. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So we were many. Actually, we are many. We are about, will I say 10? Because this woman, her akara is very, very good. So the particular king of that community, Akwa Akuma, yeah, he was passing, with his car, and he stopped by and told the woman that she should please. He said, please, that he should give him akara. He can't wait. And they were these two men, matured men. They had white hair. So one of them had white hair. So the man was like, no, that if the woman should sell to the king first, that the king should come and take permission from them, that they have been standing there for almost 30 minutes. And the funny thing about this thing is, it was actually the women that was saying no, that they should attend to the king first. Then the men were saying no, no. Why should they attend to the king first? Why they have been here? So the thing got me really, really, angry. Will I say agitated? Because I was there, but being a youth who minds his business, I don't usually put my mouth to. Yeah, because Nigerians have a lot of things bothering them. You might say one thing, now somebody will carry a rot on you and pour on your head. True. So, but the thing really got me angry because I know how it happens how it is in other tribes, where the kind of respect they give to their traditional rulers. If it's in the Yoruba land, you will see artists like Davido prostrate to their king, KBAC or something. In fact, you won't even see the king coming down. Once you see his security or anything, don't be person will tell you to make the carry akara, But one good thing the woman did was, despite the fact that the people there, the customers there said, no, attend to us first, the woman understood better. So she tied the akara, rushed the king because the king angrily drove off. So she rushed the king and gave the king the akara. Say, Ezra, please, no first. Because at the end of the day, I think she will be the one.
There might be consequences
exactly,
if he wasn't served.
Yeah.
Anyways, Mr. Dika, what if this wasn't just an akara joint or a bean cake joint? It's a bank, and the king wants to go in and withdraw money, but he just has to stand in a queue. What is your take? And this bank is located in this same community where the king is king.
Well, westernization has actually, have a negative effect now on our people, especially this generation, where they don't respect established authorities. Way back in the days, you don't even see a king. And now you are being opportune to see a king come out to get something. And you're preventing that from happening. Back in the days too, you plant your crop, and when you go to harvest it, you take some home and you take some to the palace for them to be something for them to eat. Now, that respect is no longer there. This generation do not respect.
They don't respect.
But then, like he said, the two men that disrespected the king were matured men, so they should know better.
Exactly.
To teach the younger generation what respect is all about. Well, I do not blame them that much, but I blame the system. We don't see the normal when your dad is a king, he leaves this wall and then gives the stool is now, the first son takes over the stool. These days, you see someone, you have money, you just go there, get your...
and you buy it.
You buy it. And then that respect is no longer there. They know Dika bought the Igwe shape, so why will I respect him? Yeah. It's not even his right to be the Igwe. Yeah. So those are also contributing factors.
Yeah, so you're saying that there's corruption in the system.
Yes, there have been a change from what our values from what our tradition, our culture, our way of life
used to taste like.
Yes, it has been affected, and it's affecting a lot of us in the society. You know, where you even see lack of morality. When was the last time you were walking down the street, you saw a youth greet you? They look at you and they walk past you. Lack of respect.
I'm telling you.
It's in the society now.
Yeah.
And it's worrisome because you look at, in the next 2 generations, what will our society become? A lot of people will say, okay, he's not the same human being. Are we not human beings? Does he feed me? You know, I came to buy a car with my money.
Made that same statement.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the king has his own money.
They give him money.
They feed me, even if to my papa.
I'm telling you.
That's, you see that
Say, he gets white head, I get white head. Someone made that statement.
Really?
Yeah,
You see
he gets
that
white head, I
disdain.
get white head. So what's the difference?
Then the thing is, if had it been it was even a governor that came to buy that, will you say no? Even if it's the last akara, the last bean cake.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will tell you, if it is in the Western society, everybody is equal, this and that and that.
You follow due process.
That has brought a lot of ill effects to our society.
So, but then, as a king, a king, or someone that is held in high respect, buying bean cake on the roadside, is it even healthy? Is it good for him? He would have even called out his maid, maybe a night before, to say, I want to eat akara, I want to eat bean cake. Why would he come out on the street to order for bean cake?
Yeah.
I mean,
actually,
it doesn't make
this
sense
this
for
king
me.
is a young king. You know, these days, kings, especially the young ones, they don't, pay too much attention to this respect thing and this swag thing of moving with mates. I don't think those things have been abolished now. Like, we don't see kings having mates everywhere or something. So this king, once he's passing in the street, people know him because he has a familiar, very beautiful SUV car that he drives. We all know him. We greet him. Most times we go to his palace. This king, let me tell you something about this king. I don't want to mention his name, but back in the days, if this king comes out with his name, the name he's known for, trust me, people will not even stand his presence. You know that, like he said, the Igbo culture.
Like,
I'm not making this up. It's just that I don't want to mention his name. If I mention his name on camera, a lot of people will know him. So I think this king is actually too humble for his surname, because if you trace back in the days, his father, who used to be the king, used to dine with prominent men,
Really?
like Sani Abacha.
Excuse me, is he a first-class king?
Yes, now first class. I just choose not to mention his name, but I believe if he's seeing this video, he will actually know that he's the one I'm talking about. But because of Nigeria's sake, I choose not to mention his name. But he's too humble for his name. So if those men actually knew, probably they were ignorant of because he was not putting on his everything. But people there was saying, he's the king. He's the Igwe. They were not saying it directly to the king, but they were like murmuring and telling the woman selling that they should sell to she should sell to them first. But I kept quiet. I was observing because I'm actually a resident there, so I don't want to say something that put me in trouble.
So even when you are so hungry, Mr. Dika, when you are so hungry, you need to save a life with 1 or 2 pieces of that bean cake. You go still say because him na king made a serve him. Please be honest.
Yes, like he said, except I don't know. Because they say give respect to whom it is due.
True.
Yeah.
So you respect the person. You say save a life. Is this person dying? How long, will it take to serve the king before they serve to me? I mean, had it been, it's my turn. Except I don't know that he is the king. But if I know that he is the king, I'll do due diligence requires me.
Are you really serious about this?
Yes, to allow the king
Eat first.
Yes.
Before someone that is dying.
Yes.
I don't believe you.
No, that is the fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the truth because he is the king.
Yeah.
He is way above every other person.
Definitely.
Except he now says, no, Dika, madam, attend to him first.
Yeah.
Let me wait.
Yeah.
But as long as he's there, in fact, if I see him seated in his car, he didn't come down, I will go and meet him and say, Igwe, what do you need?
Yeah. So that they attend to him fast, right? He start going.
Igwe, what do you need?
You shouldn't be going
No,
through that
don't
stress.
even come down.
Why you all it's
Because that is our tradition.
That's how it should be.
That is the way. That is how
Exactly.
it should be.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go and meet him
I'm
and
from Ikwere.
if possible,
we also
you-
have similar
culture.
culture.
Tradition.
Yes. So that is how it is. That is how I was trained, and
Raised.
that is how I understand that this is our culture.
Yeah.
This is how it should be.
Yeah.
If I see the Igwe, even he left his palace without his guards, and he wants to, maybe he's craving for the bean cake. The woman makes
natural,
it,
yes,
you
no.
know, special and all that.
Yeah.
He can afford that in his palace without even coming out.
And that's another question.
So I will go. I'll say, Igwe.
You portray and give him all that honor.
If it is in the western part of Nigeria, you know, they have more respect.
Definitely.
Even they respect you because you're older. They're not talking more of their KBS.
They lie down now.
They prostrate
They
on the
prostrate
ground.
on the ground.
They will say KBS should step on them and continue
I'm telling
his
you.
journey. But in this part of Nigeria, we tend to,
Deviated.
yes, I just don't understand the rationale behind it all. That you see kids, you pass on the road, they don't even greet you. Parents don't even care to train their kids well.
Yeah.
And it's bad for our
With
society.
a Gen Z word now. So what do you expect?
This Gen Z-
Very, very, very bad. This Gen Z
Eating
generation.
deep.
Yes, it has eaten deep,
Respect
and a lot
and a whole
of
lot.
moral decadence in the society, and it's not good for us.
At all.
They even find it difficult to greet. You will see a small boy, a small girl passing you. Just for them to say good morning, they will pass. Do you know what they will do? And when I hear stuff like that, I don't even answer them.
In as much as culture is relevant, traditions, of course, we can't change them. It is what it is. It is who we are. We are known for traditions in Africa, and we ought to uphold it with due diligence. As a king, I'm still of the option that he would have been supple a little more, and then he gets what he wants since he's no longer in his palace. Regardless, you are in your community. But all the same, we should all learn to love. We should all learn to accommodate each other. We should all learn to understand each other and not always throw our grievances at every slightest provocation. Don't forget to follow us up on Facebook on the Governors TV. Are you clicking? Are you following? Of course, on our TikTok and Instagram. We love you all. Catch you up next time. That's tomorrow by 4 p.m. Bye-bye for now.